coming up on this holiday edition of Cache Rendezvous.
Because what you feel inside comes through on your hands and your arms when you ring.
This bell choir is in sync, but not just with their music.
We've learned from Sarah, and she's helped us.
One family is staying positive as their daughter recovers from a car crash. Holiday recipes from different cultures may have more similarities than differences. Is there going to be a white Christmas this year? And now for your hosts, Eric Price and Jonathan May.
Welcome to this holiday edition of Cache Rendezvous. We're in downtown Logan in front of the Tabernacle, where there's a choir singing right behind us, and there's even a nativity scene set up. We have some ugly Christmas sweaters on. Eric, what is this thing?
Hey, this is my Straight Outta Compton sweater. I don't know what that is.
Straight out of something. These are my Christmas sharks.
During this time of year, there are normally performances inside the Tabernacle. Here's why this bell choir performing over there won't be performing inside. Months before the holidays,
1, 2, 3.
on Thursday nights, is choir bell practice. Members of the Westminster Handbell Choir fill the room with chimes of cheer. For some, cheer couldn't describe practice.
I stepped in and it was horrible, but it was addicting.
Okay,
In practice, mistakes happen, but not going could have been a mistake.
If I'm ever going to do it, I'm going to do it now.
Under a full moon and a cloudy sky, inside the Tabernacle is where the choir normally performs.
We played Bohemian Rhapsody, and we practiced it for months and months and months, and when we played it at our big spring concert, the whole audience went crazy.
Silent Night Remix, take 3.
Due to COVID-19, their concert format changed.
This year we are taking a little bit different approach.
Take 2.
We're trying to keep the ensemble smaller, record some music, and then you can take a week off if you want to.
now can everybody stay a little later tonight?
The director says people might think
It's all little old ladies, who come and ring hymns slowly and probably not very well. And that's not what it is at all.
there may be a few little old ladies in the choir, but it's
A close-knit group.
the ringers practice here at First Presbyterian Church, but they could perform at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, this Catholic church, or here at Holy Trinity Lutheran, because they are a multi-faith choir.
I think there's more that unites us than divides us.
Elwood found that she was united with her ancestors after she started ringing.
That I have a connection with somebody.
That somebody was Jonah Wilson Clark, her great-great-grandfather, a bell ringer in Raunds, Northampton, England in the 19th century.
He entered a bell ringing contest with the churches in that locality and won first place. This is Grace.
Her ancestors weren't the only family interested in ringing. She says the grandkids like to say,
I'm ringing bells like Grandma.
these harmonies come from playing as a group, but as individuals,
What you feel inside comes through on your hands and your arms when you ring.
she says that sensation is
Just love. It's a feeling of love that we all have.
You can watch the Westminster Bell Choir concert online. Kathy Bullock says the video will be posted on December 7th.
Due to COVID, city officials canceled some of the holiday celebrations in downtown Logan this year. But the Bluebird Candy Factory here on Center Street still put on their 3rd annual unveiling of their holiday window ornaments.
A saxophone holiday duet accompanied the new Nutcracker-themed window ornaments. They're made out of thousands of pieces of candy, and each ornament weighs about 200 pounds. The store's owner says,
For us to be able to still do these windows and to have them still be able to be done in a way that's safe for people to view them is a big thing for us.
the Bluebird Candy Company served free hot chocolate at the unveiling, but the window ornaments will stay up through the holiday season.
The Tabernacle was built in 1891 by early Cache Valley pioneers. Built in a time of great challenge, it has become their symbol of optimism and hope. Sarah Murphy tells us of a present-day family who shows similar qualities.
It's very squeaky, so.
It's kind of squeaky.
Exercising, playing games, or doing laundry.
Do you think this is full enough?
Things you might find 17-year-old Sarah Fry doing on a normal day. Like any typical teenager, her mom even has to get her out of bed. But Sarah's routine is a little different.
Well, that's getting so much easier. Relearning how to sit up and do daily things and roll over to my side and stuff like that. That's been a big change for me.
On July 30th, Sarah and her friends piled into their car to return home after a trip to Bear Lake. With Sarah sitting in the back seat, right behind the passenger seat, they made their way through Logan Canyon, where they were hit head-on by a drunk driver.
Probably every parent's worst nightmare is you get this phone call. We expected her to be home in an hour. And we got a phone call saying she'd been in an accident. And it was a serious accident.
As a family here, we sat around this room and just talked about what, the prospect of losing Sarah. And had to come to terms with that.
Learning about the loss of your legs is news that could shock anyone.
1, 2. Okay.
But the real shock was Sarah's reaction.
I just knew that I would be okay. It was just amazing. The next thing she said was, "I'm so lucky to have you." There weren't tears. It was incredible, her reaction.
Out to the sides and overhead is the hardest.
Sarah's weeks are filled with tasks like physical therapy or practicing going down ramps. But for every task she's given, she finds a way to roll with it.
The better I get at it, the more fun it becomes.
All throughout the Fry home, hidden behind the hundreds of bears sent from well-wishers for Sarah Bera.
We love you, Sarah. Sarah Strong.
You can find a recurring symbol. A symbol that was Sarah's first communication with her family after surgery. A symbol and an attitude that continues to guide her.
I just feel so much love for all these people, and that's probably another reason why I'm so happy, just because I constantly have people that make me feel loved, and I've learned that I'm not alone and I never will be for the rest of my life.
Sarah continues to progress. Just last week, she has been able to get in and out of her bed all by herself. Her family says they are grateful to all the medical workers who have been a part of her journey. Now, introducing the Cache Rendezvous Toy Box.
What's new, Hasbro? Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head.
In 1950, the most popular toy was Mr. Potato Head. When he was released, the interchangeable faces and body parts were put on actual vegetables. He was also the first toy with its own commercial on television. And coming up,
I hope for everyone it's a good opportunity to get out of the house, especially this year.
We'll show you an activity your family can do together that was socially distanced before COVID-19.
We know that we have the pieces, to do it again, so we're pumped.
We'll show you why the Aggies say they're ready to go back to March Madness. Not 1, not 2, but 3 times in a row.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again. But an awkward silence can be a great thing, like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
You can see signs lit up like the bluebird all year round. This season has a little extra to offer.
Here's a deeper look at how families and Logan City light up this holiday. This house display went viral when it celebrated the Aggies buzzer beater last year. The family who made it put every light individually into the props. They say this year they hope to bring a little more light to the lives of their viewers.
I hope for everyone it's a good opportunity to get out of the house, especially this year. Because so many people come, I think we're spreading a lot of cheer. And just like any video editing software.
The program tells each light what to do at a given moment. The display takes the Reeves family a year of planning and programming. They say they do it more for themselves.
It's just a family effort, and that's what makes it fun. Just really some extra family time.
While it may take you hours to put up your lights, it took the Reeves 3 to 5 days. And for the 4 Logan City employees downtown, it took them about 3 weeks. Wreaths with bows, the reindeers at the front of Center Street, the lights lined in front of the visitor center, and all of the trees that line Main. Foresters usually care for real trees, but they say it's worth the joy they bring.
The reward that I would say is just overall positive reactions to it. It is a big part of this community, and I think it's something that we as a forestry division are lucky to be a part of.
Foresters say they hang all of the lights for the city, and the 18-foot Christmas trees are provided by Anderson Seed and Garden.
3 bags.
Here at Anderson Seed and Garden, you can buy your holiday needs, but people also come to see the Christmas trees. Anderson Seed and Garden owners say they are proud to help Logan City with their tree needs, especially this year.
I think what the mayor's done is just said, hey, let's do the decorations, let's do the lights, let's make Center Street look amazing, and then people can come down at their leisure and enjoy what's going on.
And the people of Logan say they are impressed with the effort that goes into the decorations.
To do something for a community, that's what means a lot to me. And so when I see lights like this, I know, and it just brings back great memories of Christmas as a kid.
Cliffside Lights will be starting their holiday show December 7th. And as you can see, Logan downtown is ready to go.
Thanks, Nate. And now to Josh Davis for the weather.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Welcome to ATV Weather, I'm Josh Davis. We'll start here with the national graphic. As you can see, sort of along this part of Texas, coming up through northeastern Oklahoma, we have quite a bit of cold and showers. It's not quite snow yet. It looks to be kind of snow and rain, pretty slushy, pretty icy. So nothing substantial there. You can also see up in northern New York, we do have some showers and a cold front up there. You should expect snow. It's still in the early stages of winter, so it could be rain, snow. We're kind of fighting in between those. If you take a look at the west coast, you can see that it's mostly clear with a little bit of condensation going on along the California coast, but mostly clear for the country. Switching over to the temperature graphic now, you can see along this California coast and along the Gulf Coast there, you have a lot of red. Now, that red does not mean that it's going to be in the 80s, 90s, but it does mean that it'll be in the 70s. So if you're looking for a vacation spot to stay warm this winter, that is the spot to be in along this Gulf Coast or along this California coast. As you can see, as you get closer to the middle of the country, it gets a lot colder. As we get towards Utah, it does get colder, albeit not a lot of precipitation if we look at the state radar. Now here in the state, as you can see, not a lot of precipitation coming in, not a lot of condensation. It has been a cold winter. We're starting to feel it. It feels like winter, but it doesn't exactly look like winter, not the one that we're used to anyway. Not a lot of snow on the ground yet, and it doesn't look like there will be. If we take a look at the monthly forecast, we can see right here that we have from December 6th to the 12th, we'll have a high of 36 and a low of 18. Still sunny though, not quite getting the snow that we're looking for. Going into that week of the 20th through the 26th, we are finally going to get that snow. It should be a high of 32 and a low of 15, so hopefully we'll have that winter holiday season. Looking farther ahead, the 27th through the 2nd, we're still bouncing in between. It's pretty far out, so the forecast is pretty generalized, but we're looking to have sun and snow going in between that with a high of 31 and a low of 14. And all the way out in January, we're looking to have a high of 32 and a low of 16. Snow or sun, it's still up in the air a little bit. But that is your monthly forecast, and you are all caught up on weather. Back to you guys at Center Street.
Thanks, Josh. For an Aggie basketball fan, Christmas is coming early, with the Aggies playing their first home game against BYU on Saturday. This game is part of a journey the Aggies are on to return to the NCAA tournament.
Tied at 56, Merrill for the lead, he's got it!
When Sam Merrill hit this buzzer beater in the Mountain West Championship game, the Aggies punched their ticket to March Madness.
Growing up, like, you know, I've been watching March Madness in class, like seeing all like the older people that I knew from my area, like on TV and stuff. It was just like, that's just one of the coolest things ever. And to finally actually get that opportunity and win that championship, I was like, dang, I'm going to be one of those guys.
As it turns out, Anderson wouldn't be one of the guys playing on TV for millions at home to watch. In the following days at practice, the Aggies found out that the NCAA tournament was canceled.
Right when I show up to practice, I'm getting ready, I get my jersey on, I'm out on the court shooting, brought my phone down with me, and just was checking it, you know, and then I found out that it was canceled. And I went up to the locker room, and everyone was just kind of like sulking, just like hanging their heads. The mood was pretty sad, man, pretty rough. And I think more so just shocked, because didn't really have time to be sad. I mean, we just found out that our whole postseason, everything we'd worked for was just kind of swept out from under us.
Well, in this time, able to rise up and finish.
Now the Aggies have one objective this season: to reclaim their spot in the NCAA tournament this March.
We're still hungry. We still know we can get back there, and we don't take that opportunity for granted by any means, because it's hard. It's hard to get there, but we know that we have the pieces, you know, to do it again. So we're pumped.
The New Orleans Pelicans select Sam Merrill from Utah State University.
Now that Sam Merrill is drafted, one challenge the Aggies are facing on the road back to the tournament is moving on from the team's second all-time leading scorer.
Sam is a pro's pro. He's a student of the game, obviously incredibly talented. His shot-making ability is so elite, and his decision-making and the way he can deliver the ball is so elite.
While not having Merrill back is a disadvantage, players say being without some of their fans won't be easy, and it means they'll have to rely on each other for that Spectrum magic.
We're gonna have to bring it no matter what, because some gyms will have fans, some gyms won't. So like just having that hunger from each and every one of us, starting from the coaches down to the last player, like we just got to be talking, hungry. Our bench is going to be huge when it comes to energy.
This is high level. I mean, that's big time stuff.
The Aggies have played 3 games so far and have a home game Saturday against BYU.
We're excited for the season like everybody. We hope to be able to play all year.
If Utah State qualifies for March Madness this season, it will be the team's 3rd straight year in the tournament.
Coach Smith says to expect the new guys on the team to be thrown into the fire real quick as the season starts to ramp up. Now for another look inside the Cache Rendezvous toy box.
Let's play house.
In the 1960s, Chatty Cathy was one of the most popular toys. She was introduced as the first speaking doll. She could speak 11 phrases by just pulling the string on her back. And coming up.
Oh, baby. How many ways can you cook a sweet potato? Learn at least 3 new ways when we come back.
Christmas holiday. For Hong Kong students, we have tons of homework to do.
Christmas is a holiday to relax, but in other countries, it's a stressful day.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education. What are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else?
Or will you dare do something different?
Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills.
The smarts?
Yes, you. You could be the teacher I never forget.
That'd be cool.
Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
This is stacked pancakes, one of the food options here on Main Street. Pancakes are pretty popular here in America, and so are sweet potatoes. Since it's the holidays, what kind of dishes are people making, Josh?
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to find out, Eric. And when I looked at all 3 holidays, the thing that I noticed the most is that they all had a common love for sweet potatoes. I'm Josh Davis, and welcome to the Cache Rendezvous cooking show. Today we're going to be cooking 3 different recipes. We're going to be cooking Kwanzaa vegetables, sweet potato latkes, and sweet potato casserole. The Kwanzaa vegetables are simple with a lot of ingredients. First, you want to peel and dice 3 cups worth of sweet potato. Then you'll dice garlic, tomato, and onion. Pan fry all of those together with vegetable stock. Add lemon, chickpeas, cinnamon, and raisins to give it a punch. Chili powder is also an option. Then top it off and let it sit until potatoes are soft. Finished product should look something like this. Latkes are pretty simple too. You'll need to dice green onions, peel and shred sweet potato into thin strips, a lightly beaten egg, and then flour, salt, and pepper to taste. Stir until it gets to a gooey consistency. Lay it out on a well-greased baking sheet. Bake at 400 degrees for 12-15 minutes until cohesive. Here we go. Ooh, the sizzle. The sweet potato casserole will require some prep. You'll need to wash and bake the sweet potatoes until scoopably soft. The inside of the mixture needs butter, sugar, flour, vanilla, and beaten eggs. Then mash the soft sweet potatoes and mix all together and pour into your dish. After that, you'll need a streusel to put on top of the casserole. A simple combination of butter, brown sugar, flour, and pecan should do the trick. Bake in the oven at 350 for about 30 minutes. Finished product should look something like this.
So, which one tasted best?
I personally love the casserole the most, but the Kwanzaa vegetables are so good. The only thing that I'd say is for the latkes, I'd pan fry them instead of oven baking them. It's the same time, 12 to 15 minutes, but pan fry instead of oven baking.
Thanks, Josh. All of those recipes will be on our Facebook page. Now we go back into the Cache Rendezvous toy box.
Hey, let's play ball.
In 1970, the most popular toy was the Nerf ball. Advertised here by the Monkees, Nerf said that it was the first ball you could throw indoors without breaking anything or hurting anyone.
Center Street is lined with these 18-foot Christmas trees. When you're ready to dispose of your tree, wrapping paper, or other holiday waste, then the Logan City Environmental Department is here to help. On average, the department collects 300 tons of garbage a day. The City of Logan's focus is to manage our waste in a way that is
increasing the longevity of our landfills and improving air quality and, giving things a new life.
One way they're reusing these materials is through green waste. They take trees and other materials, then mulch them or make compost from them to keep 18,000 tons of green waste from just sitting in landfill.
That's better for the landfill, better for everybody.
The Logan Environmental Department is trying to make thoughtful waste management easier and more organized. If you want to know more, we have a link to the Environmental Department's website on our Facebook page.
We're here at the Hallmark shop in front of this Christmas display. Now, Ting Yu, back home, do they have decorations similar to this?
Yeah, they do have them, but my family never buys them. Christmas is one of the most popular holidays, but how do countries with different cultures celebrate it?
Streets are already full of atmosphere of Christmas spirit as Christmas gets close.
Many different countries celebrate Christmas. Like in Hong Kong, they celebrate Boxing Day by giving each other presents to express gratitude.
Other thing I think most of the people do is they will buy the gift and try to randomly exchange their gift, and then whenever and they need to reveal what they get during the time after they exchange the gift, and then have some surprise during the moment. I think also one of the popular events.
We will usually celebrate Christmas, like going out, take some picture with friends, family, or like a girlfriend. And also we will have Boxing Day, like Santa Claus will come over and give us a present. But actually that's from our parents, but never mind. And after that, we'll just go back and focus on our homework and tutorial class, yeah.
It's critical for Japanese how to open their present and the cake. Japanese take it more and big holiday for couple. People hurry and try to get a partner by Christmas because being alone on Christmas Day is a huge deal for them.
Christmas isn't really like family gathering. I guess it's more for couples. We usually have cakes or ice cream. There's no really like long history, and I guess people kind of more celebrate it rather than actually thinking about the meaning of the Christmas. It's more of like hangout time, little bit special hangout time, especially among couples.
There are many different ways to celebrate Christmas, but the overall meaning remains the same.
Thanks for joining us on this holiday edition of Cache Rendezvous. You can find our previous editions on our Facebook page.
We'll leave you with some shots of the choir performing in front of the tabernacle.
Happy holidays, Cache Valley.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
I'm only 17, but I know about investing. Believe in something, buy shares in it, watch it grow. So, what if you could invest in the future? The future of kids, like a stock. Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps kids go to college. I could be one of the first college graduates from my family, the first philanthropist from my neighborhood. And if I'm the first, then maybe there's a second and a third. Believe in us, invest in us, watch us grow. My name is Sydney, and I'm your dividend.
After 15 years of smoking, Eva Marie quit. There's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking, now start screening. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.